Hello, my dear lazy learners. Welcome back to TLL. Today, we are going to start a new lecture series which belongs to commerce. In this session, we will start with business management, under which we will cover workplace diversity. So, let's have a quick glance at how we will proceed in this lecture. So, firstly, we will discuss about the definition of workplace diversity. Then, after, we will know the factors that leads to focus on diversity. Then, after, we will cover diversity in India. Then, diversity and inclusion. Then, after covering diversity and inclusion, we will proceed towards benefits of diversity. Then, benefits to employee. After reading the benefits of employee, we will proceed towards managing diversity. Then, challenges in managing diversity. Then we will know what are the pitfalls of not managing diversity. After covering all this section, we will conclude our whole lecture with some important thoughts shared by the important personalities like Cyril Cara Sandberg and Roosevelt Thomas. Definition of diversity. St. Griffin and Hirsch in 1995 defined diversity as recognizing, understanding, accepting, appreciating, and enjoying people's differences like age, education, ethnicity, gender, physical and mental disabilities, race, sexual orientation, and spiritual practices. Thus, workplace diversity refers to employing a heterogeneous workforce with differences in their age, education, gender, ethnicity, religion, geographical region, and such other attributes. Diversity poses challenges for managers, and organization must manage this diversity to be productive. Now we will discuss what are the factors that leads to focus on diversity. So our first factor is globalization and expansion of business. As we all know, the world economy has become open and interlinked. The number of MNCs has increased manifold even in the emerging market. International placements and assignments are also common. Many organizations employ people across the national boundaries. Second factor is diverse customer base. The world is a global village. Companies have the opportunity to sell the products and services to a diverse set of customers belonging to socio-economic backgrounds. This can be achieved only through an equally diverse workforce which understand these heterogeneous customer segments. Then after, we have third factor, that is women in workforce. There has been a significant increase in the number of women joining the workforce in the last few decades. More women are getting educated. Women are concentrating on building their careers and deserve the same opportunities as their male counterparts. Then after, we have last factors that leads to focus on diversity, that is changes in legal and social environment. The legal framework in most countries has provision for protecting the interest of minorities and traditionally oppressed groups. The society has become more open and accepting the diversity. That's why organization also needs to increase diversity to comply with law and to create a better Now we will discuss diversity in India. India is a country of diversity. It has very rich and diverse subcultures. Workforce in India is very heterogeneous. Diversity can be seen in religion, region, race, caste, and language. In India, traditionally, women were expected to be at home and engage in homemaking only. But the change in socio-cultural environment, role of women has undergone a change. Women are now seeking their place in the organization and bringing diversity in the setup. This participation enriches the organization, although women faces a number of challenges in balancing their work and home. Organizations are expected to recognize and support the female employees. Flexible hours, work from home can be some of the solutions that can help in handling these situations. There are many other groups like SC/ST, OBC that have been traditionally oppressed. and a social and at a social disadvantage. Government provides reservation to these groups in education and government and public sector jobs to mitigate the traditional social disadvantage. Reservation is also done for PWD in the government sector to protect their interests. Economically weaker sections are also given reservation in jobs to help them overcome the economic detriments. All these measures ensure diversity in workplace in the Indian context. Now we will discuss diversity and inclusion. According to Society for Human Resource Management, that is SRHM, inclusion refers to the achievement of a work environment in which all individuals are treated fairly and respectfully, have equal access to opportunities and resources, and can contribute to the organization's success. People in an inclusive organization feels motivated, welcome, and are able to contribute their best to the organization. Without inclusion, diversity will be ineffective and business will not be able to reap the benefits of diversity. Now we will discuss what are the benefits of diversity. The first benefit is better understanding of market and customer. A diverse workforce helps in better understanding of the heterogeneous market and customers. Second one is innovation and creativity. The third one is image and reputation. A diverse organization develops a positive image and reputation. Diversity also helps in better decision making. The fifth one is better employee engagement and human relations. Better employee engagement means employee in an inclusive environment feels welcome, happy, and more engaged with the organization. And better human relation means it helps in better conflict resolution, lower employees absenteeism, turnover. Now we will know what are the benefits to employees. The first benefit to employee is self-confidence. The employee are accepted for who they are, which boosts their confidence. And second one is motivation and engagement. Now we will know what are the ways to manage the diversity. Means we will know how to manage diversity. So first way to manage diversity is top level commitment and leadership by example. It means that for the organization to value diversity and inclusion, the top level management must be full committed to the idea. They must lead by example, and the top management should comprise a diverse group. Second one is inclusion. It is essential for managing diversity. The employee should be treated fairly and should get equal opportunities for growth. The third one is open and free communication. The organization must ensure open system of communication where all can express their ideas, opinions, and problems. The fourth way to manage diversity is fair recruitment and selection. The organization should have fair recruitment and selection process. The recruitment team must also comprise of a heterogeneous group. Fifth way is diversity and sensitivity training. The organization must provide diversity and sensitivity training to employees to enable them to understand and appreciate individuals' differences. Gender sensitization training must be provided to the employee. Sixth way is policies and rules. The organization should have strict policies regarding discrimination and harassment. Such policies and rules should be clearly communicated to all, and violations should be strictly dealt with. Seventh way is creation of support group. The organization should create support group so that employees with similar issues can discuss and find way to help each other. Now we will discuss what are the challenges in managing diversity. The first one is it is difficult to overcome bias and prejudice and change the mindset of employees. The second challenge is The employee must resist. The employee may resist any change in the policies and practices. The third one is people with culture and language differences may find it difficult to communicate with each other. Then we have fourth challenge, that is gender equality issues. Gender equality issues are a big problem across the world. It becomes difficult to break the glass ceiling in practice. Sexual harassment at a workplace is also a common problem faced by the female employees. People with a strong conflicting political or religious belief may find it difficult to work out their problems. Now, let us know what are the pitfalls of not managing diversity. The pitfalls of not managing diversity are as follows. Employees will be demotivated and productivity will be low. There will be conflict in the organization. Third one is it may increase absenteeism, employee turnover and grievances. Fourth one is increase in recruitment cost of the organization. And fifth one is it may ultimately tarnish the image of the company. Conclusion: workplace diversity is unnecessary and a blessing for a business organization. In today's global era, the managers should embrace diversity and inclusion. The organization should strive for diversity at all levels of the organization. Workforce diversity is an opportunity of adding value to the organization and engaging the human resources. Diversity is a way forward for any organization in global era. Now we will know some timeless truth on diversity. The first one is said by Cheryl Kara Sandberg, who is also COO of Facebook. She says that endless data shows that diverse team makes better decision. We are building products that people with diverse knowledge background use, and I think we all want our company makeup to reflect the makeup of the people who uses our product. In the same way, Roosevelt Thomas says creating and managing a diverse workforce is a process, not a destination. With all this, we will bind up our lecture here. If you like the video, please like the session and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.